The Cost of Success. Moments of Light with Toro the Decoder. I had never been a good student of educational topics during all the years going through the formal school education process. It was too boring, or maybe me not showing any interest. It was all about grades and being smart or a dummy. Luckily, my organization skills were appreciated, and I was looked upon being a good athlete, but even being in sports, it was not for me about winning, but the experience, the challenge. Even without training, great moments as an athlete happened. Anything too serious or too rigid turned me off, or I silently rebelled against it. The only way to survive and get through it all was to repeat and memorize information, and which mostly was forgotten after the exam. In regards to education, I had thus no good self-esteem and felt not being a success in that department. But in sports, others looked upon me, linking this to being a success. In my eyes, that was not connected to be successful, for it came naturally and spontaneously, without even training, or in other words, repeating and repeating. Trainers and coaches seemingly saw a potential champion, but I saw the damage that could be done by going that road. Having said that, later in life I experienced the damage on and in my physical body by never having done any proper warming up and cooling down. The image of being successful played as well a role in my life, but while getting older, this being successful was connected to be a good person, as good as I could be in any stage of my life, and that connected to the awareness I received from the inside to practice this. Most of the time I had a smile on my face and not having any intention to do wrong to myself, others, and the world. This not doing wrong became a lifelong education, or better said, re-education, and like everybody being in difficult situations and reflecting how I was progressing. This progressing and success came from within and nothing to do with what I accomplished. It was a gift, or maybe a gift and base we all have, but which is replaced by striving for such called worldly success. Self-esteem and success had a complete different meaning and seemingly connected to slowly becoming a human being. And again, nothing to do with me or something to be proud of, because as long I was in the physical body, I was an interference, and I had to take from other life and Mother Earth in order to live. Parallel with this awareness and lifelong transformation, I looked at the world and individuals and companies and leaders and governments that were seeking or having success. And that was then connected to power, money, and possessions, and the satisfying of the ego. What about the cost of all that seeking or having that success? What about the physical body having to suffer, or being so much busy in one department of life connected to success, and the lacking or even damage done in other departments of life? What about the damage done to others, the world and the planet being the result of all the taking, producing and consuming? Is there really anything we can be proud of as humans? I was privileged to encounter some honest, successful individuals in my life, being aware of these facts, and also not contributing their worldly success because of something, but in spite of all they did. And that brought some light in regards to success and all the books written and seminars provided to become or be successful. When all these individuals had, and the methods would be the answer, why were all these individuals that listened and read these formulas not rich, powerful, wealthy, and successful? So many on these paths, following the same instructions that seemingly were the key to success, were not able to be successful. What about all the suffering and defeat connected to this? This brought me to our individual books of life, written by ourselves or the divine, and the letters in small print. What is written will manifest, and what is not written will not manifest, at least not in this reality or lifetime. To further conclude this topic of the cost of success, is that all of us can step onto the road of becoming a conscious human being by following the guidelines of the scriptures of our faith and executing this in every department of life and with every thought, word and deed. And yes, here as well is a cost or price to be paid. We, being the identification with the physical body, the mind and the mortal world, needs to step aside and vanish in order to free the soul inside. And who is willing to go that road of success with that cost and price to be paid? I had never looked upon this real and everlasting successful path to be a path I stepped upon, for I was taken by it or him, and also nothing to be proud of.